than 24 hours from now, India will be celebrating the winner of the mother of all elections. The exit polls have projected a big victory for the BJP-led NDA, a record third for Prime Minister Modi. Only one to do this before as a Prime Minister in independent India was Jawaharlal Nehru. We'll have to see if Prime Minister Modi is able to do this again, though the final is only going to come out with the results. But the India bloc has maintained that they will get around 295 seats. Sonia Gandhi has said, just wait and see. Mamata Banerjee has rubbished the exit polls, saying they were manufactured at home by some people 2 months back for the media consumption. They have no value. We are being joined by reporters from different parts of the states where we'll try and get to you even as people have decided what the future of India is and they are glued to try and figure out what exit polls are saying. Do they really think exit polls have captured the sense of what they wanted to vote, and what do they really think these elections are going to mean? I'm being joined by Varshini from Chennai, Srushti in Mumbai, and Pinky in Bengaluru. Well, first, let me go across to Varshini at this point. Varshini, what are you picking up from the ground? There's so much that's being spoken for Tamil Nadu, lots at stake. From just about 3.66% vote share in 2019, the projection is a 17% stunning vote share for the BJP, PMK combined, as it were. If that does come through, of course, the larger winner will be DMK, but this would be just about the headlines.
Well, absolutely, yes. If you see, the exit polls have definitely come out, and it is a big surprise for the people of Tamil Nadu as well, because though the seat prediction is definitely a clear majority for the DMK, the vote share prediction is a big jump for the Bharatiya Janata Party. In fact, trying to make a very steady inroads into the state of Tamil Nadu, and particularly under the leadership of Annamalai, who's vouched for a double-digit, vote share and a double-digit seat in this election, particularly after AIADMK walked out of alliance. Therefore, it is a very interesting tri-cornered fight that is happening in Tamil Nadu, and tomorrow is the D-Day for the results. Let's try and get in some words from public and ask them what exactly they feel about these elections. So you've seen the exit polls that have come out, and we are seeing that BJP has made a very clear entry into the Tamil Nadu politics, and we are seeing a very clear majority for the DMK, and ADMK has a very minimal number of seats, which is also a very prominent party in the state. What is your opinion? How do you think this elections has happened, and how the parties in the state have fared this time?
I think usually the exit polls get them wrong every time. It's hardly an exit poll which has gone correct. So, but I do agree with the fact that DMK is going to sweep the elections, and BJP have made inroads. They would probably get a vote share, double-digit vote share, that's for sure, which will probably eat into the ADMK's vote share again. But other than that, I don't think BJP will be able to cause a dent as such. We'll have to wait for another 5 years before, and with the assembly in 26, then we can say, and depends on how much of hard work that BJP cadres put at the ground level. Again, that will depend on that, because let's not forget, like the BJP, both the ADMK and DMK are cadre-based parties. Yeah. So there were a lot of reports that there were not enough cadres in the booth for BJP this time also. Yeah. So that is why I am very, kind of skeptical about this.
Sir, if you see, the Prime Minister and the BJP has spoken about 400 par, and of course South should play a major role. And with the exit polls, we are seeing at least 4 seats for the BJP in Tamil Nadu is what one is predicting at this point of time. Do you think this 400 par is going to be achieved with the help of the South and the BJP here?
400 par was clearly a political stint. Okay, it was only to scare the opposition. I don't think so. 350 for the NDA alliance, 350 is a decent number. And what was the other question?
The southern BJP, how the BJP will fare well in the South India.
As I said, yeah, the BJP will get into double digits. That's for sure, in terms of vote share. But to win a seat, I think the exit polls have showed only for Tirunelveli as a possibility. But other than, I don't know even if Annamalai is going to scrape through in Coimbatore. Let's hope. if they win,
We
good
just
for
have
them.
less than 24 hours to get to
Yeah.
know that. Thank you so much.
Thank
So what do you think about the situation currently? A very huge festival of democracy has happened and tomorrow is the D-Day. So how do you think what the exit polls are saying? What, according to you, is the analysis that you've made?
See, the exit poll really really creates a big demand, especially for the BJP guys. They are in big doldrums, like they're very much happy about those results. Of course, I think the exit polls might very less. Like I think that BJP will surely it'll cross 340 or 350. It may vary, but definitely it may go.
Right.
Above 300 mark. So it is a kind of it might be a stunt because if the number of seats have come down, the market, the market will come down. The census has gone up because of the exit polls. So that's a big sign. That might be a stunt also.
So you think this exit polls could come true tomorrow?
It might, yeah.
Right.
It will come true, and sometimes it get flop. So that's the thing.
Thank you so much. So this is what we're picking up from the state. Like people are very confident that the exit polls could
That's
become
very
true and
interesting,
BJP
Varshini.
would form the government. The NDA would be very strong is what they're understanding from the ground.
That's very interesting, Varshini. Thank you for getting us those voices. Let's just quickly move over to my colleague. I'm also being told we are joined by Pradeep. Good to see you, Pradeep. We'll just come to you in a short bit. Let me just go across to Shushti, who's been waiting for us. Shushti, who do you have with you? Tell us what's the sense that they are getting on the ground. Are they happy with what the exit polls are showing? Of course, matter of moments and India will get to know who wins.
Well, of course, tomorrow is the D-Day. India will decide its Prime Minister tomorrow, but what an interesting match in the state of Maharashtra. It was first time that the Shiv Sena was into split. The NCP was into split. They joined hands with BJP. Has both the alliance supported and, made easy way for BJP? That needs to be seen in this particular elections. On the contrary, MVA, who is a party which has Uddhav Thackeray's Sena, Congress and Sharad Pawar's NCP, has benefited it in the elections. MVA was absolutely strong, as we have seen in these particular elections. However, what exit poll shows, the Times Now's exit poll shows, is that the 22 seats will be backed by MVA. However, 26 seats will be backed by the Mahayuti. We have to see what comes across from the people, what they feel. Sir, you tell us what are your predictions, what you are feeling. Tomorrow is the D-Day. Who will be the Prime Minister?
I think it's pretty clear that the next Prime Minister is going to be Mr. Narendra Modi. And we can see this by the environment, by the feel of everything in the state. In Maharashtra, I think the NDA is going to get 35 plus seats for sure.
So you're saying 35 plus seats NDA will back. Do you think that the Ajit Pawar faction as well as the Shinde faction has helped BJP?
Yes, most definitely. I think the NDA as a whole has done a brilliant job in election management, election strategy and election execution of the strategy within the state. And I feel like because of this and the work that they've done in the last 10 years has been phenomenal. And due to that, I think the people of Maharashtra have already realized which faction they want in power, and that is the NDA and the Mahayuti in Maharashtra.
You're saying Mahayuti in Maharashtra and NDA in country. Sir, you tell us 400 पार की बातें हो रही थी, पर अभी 358, 360 के अराउंड जो है वो नंबर्स सामने आ रहे हैं एग्जिट पोल्स के. हालांकि इंडिया अलायंस के 150, 138 ऐसे कुछ नंबर्स आ रहे हैं सामने. क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप, कैसे देखते हैं इस पूरे डायनामिक्स को? हालांकि राहुल गांधी तो फैंटेसी नंबर बात कर रहे हैं कि 298 की बात कर रहे हैं.
जैसे 400 पार, जैसे मोदी जी ने भी कहा जैसे एनडीटीवी के इंटरव्यू में कहा कि 400 पार तो बस एक गिमिक था. उनको तो अपोजिशन को इन्हीं में ये करवाना था कि 400 पार इनको एक विजन ही नहीं आया कि भाई हमें जीतना है. उनका जो पूरा स्ट्रैटेजी था वो जीतने में नहीं, उनको 400 पार से रुकवाने में था. बट अल्टीमेटली इफ यू वांट टू फॉर्म अ गवर्नमेंट, आपको बस मेजॉरिटी चाहिए, एंड वो अपोजिशन को कहीं पे समझा नहीं. और मुझे लगता है कि जो 400 पार का जो नारा है वो डेफिनेटली होगा. जो एग्जिट पोल भी, कई एग्जिट पोल में भी बता रहे कि 400 क्रॉस हम करेंगे. सो लेट्स सी.
PM Modi is what you are eyeing for, and you absolutely support PM Modi.
Yes, definitely.
So, सर आप बताइए क्या ऐसे काम आपको महसूस हुए पूरे महाराष्ट्र में और देश में भी जिससे आपको लगता है कि एक पर्टिकुलर पार्टी को एज मिलना चाहिए?
आज नरेंद्र मोदी जी का काम जो देश में चालू है, इंटरनेशनल लेवल को जो आज अपने भारत का जो स्तर ऊपर हुआ है वो नरेंद्र मोदी जी की वजह से हुआ है। आज देखिए आप वो जो अपना यूक्रेन का हुआ उसमें अपने सब बच्चों लोगों को कैसा उन्होंने सेफली बाहर लेके आया, इसके वजह से आज लोगों में विश्वास है उनके लिए। और ऐसे ही हमको प्राइम मिनिस्टर चाहिए जो स्ट्रांग है, जो अपना देश मजबूत कर सके।
सर हमसे जुड़ने के लिए। सर आप बताइए महाराष्ट्र में काफी समीकरण बदले हैं पिछले 2 सालों में। जो शिवसेना है उसमें स्प्लिट हुआ, एनसीपी में स्प्लिट हुआ, अभी जो है वो दोनों के एक एक पार्ट जो है अपोजिशन में खड़े हैं, एक दूसरे के सामने खड़े हैं। आप एज अ सिटीजन, आप यहाँ पे रहने वाले हैं, हम वर्ली में खड़े हैं। ऑफ कोर्स आई विल टेल यू माय व्यूअर्स, वर्ली इज अ कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी ऑफ आदित्य ठाकरे, सन ऑफ उद्धव ठाकरे। वर्ली में खड़े हैं हम, क्या कहना चाहिए?
मैडम सबसे पहले तो बात है कि शिवसेना और बीजेपी साथ में लड़े थे, उनका एजेंडा एक था कि हमको भारत को प्रगति पे लाना है। जब चुनाव जीतने के बाद शिवसेना अलायंस अलग हो गई और उन्होंने विपक्ष के साथ में उन्होंने समझौता गठबंधन कर लिया। उसके बाद में जो उनके साथ जो काम करने वाले जो सहयोगी कार्यकर्ता थे, जो एमएलए थे, उनके दिल में कहीं पर रहेगा कि हम लोगों ने मोदी जी का चेहरा लेकर हम लोगों के सामने गए हैं, हम चुनाव जीते हैं। उसके बाद भी उद्धव ठाकरे ऐसा करने के बावजूद उनके दिल में कुछ वो गलत जैसे लगा उनको। और हमको या महाराष्ट्र के लोगों को चाहिए कि हमको विकास और विश्वास, ये दोनों चीज पर हम लोग विश्वास रखते हैं और देश का नेतृत्व जो करेंगे वो नरेंद्र मोदी जी ही करेंगे। और हमको आने वाला लगता है कि 400 पार ने 400 पार ही होगा, ये हमारा विश्वास है।
Right.
So thank you for
Srishti,
connecting with us.
very
So these are the
interesting
voices from
points the
Maharashtra.
gentleman
What they are
making
saying
there.
is
Vikas
they
or
would like
Vishwas. Of course, thank you so much for bringing us those voices.